Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I just got out of the shower, as you can tell from my hair. It is March 8th, 2024, on a Friday. Last night, the creator, I think, was it yesterday? Yes. Last night, the creator of Dragon Ball and the art designer for Dragon Quest passed away. So, there's that. I shared it in my community channel and stuff like that. So, alright, moving on. I just wanted to point that out and stuff like that. Just to give you a reminder what recently happened and all that stuff for this video. You know, if I don't publish it on on the 8th, maybe I will later on today, but I think I would do it after this because right now I just uploaded Super Smash Bros. Movie plus more. And again, going back, I think I have talked about this topic before, but talking about it, I should talk about it more because other stuff were in my head that I want to talk about. But moving on, I want to talk. You can tell from the title. I want to talk about fucking piece of shit BlumHouse. I gave this company a chance. I don't see the appeal of it. I don't see the appeal of this company. Same thing with A24. But at least with A24, they can actually pump out some pretty good stuff. They might do generic stuff sometimes, but at least they can pump out stuff that I'll be like, okay, I'll watch that. But with BlumHouse, I'm over here like, no, I'll pass. Even sometimes when even sometimes when I'm intrigued with a movie, once I see that BlumHouse logo, I'm like, I'm gone. What? I'm gone. These even rumors that BlumHouse wants to make a Freddy movie. Fuck no. Fuck you, BlumHouse. Hell no. Give that to somebody else. Because we don't want you to touch that shit. I don't want you to touch that shit. And plus, there's already supposedly a Freddy series by Rob Zombie that's coming out. I don't know if that's a troll thing or if it's accurate. But there's something that I'm going to tell you right now. If Rob Zombie is making something about Freddy Krueger, I'm open to it. I'm open to it. But I don't know. Something when I saw the poster, it just put me off to the point that I was just like, at that point, just make a fucking Freddy mask that looks like a skeleton. There, I'm done. And just put it on the fucker. To be quite honest with you, like if we can't get the accurate makeup right, and most people are like, oh, it's always the face and everything like that. For kind of like, there's people out there that have the Robert England Freddy sculpture face, and they put it on them, and it's just fine. So there's no excuse. There's no fucking excuse. People would have been like, is that Robert England? Oh no, they're just using a mold of him, and they just put a mask on him, mask on the actor. He does sound like him and everything like that, and he acts like it and everything like that. It's just that he's just wearing a more of a rubber mask now, basically. So there's that. You could do that. You could do that. I've been saying this for a long, long time for Freddy Krueger. That Freddy should have a mask. Not like a hockey mask or anything like that. I'm talking about, you know how you see him in Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and Nance was it Tina is touching his face and his face becomes skeletal and shit like that? Yeah, yo, there's your new face for Freddy. I'm dead serious. There's your new face. I don't know what to tell you at this point. I don't know what to tell you. He can still crack jokes and still talk, but he's not going to have that Robert England face. I'll tell you that right now. I'm willing to compromise, but I know some people out here will just be like, "Fuck that shit." But I'm over here like, "What do you want then?" If they are going to continue with Nightmare on Elm Street, what are we going to compromise with? A guy that is exactly like Robert England that can do it. For example, Kevin Bacon wants to be it. I don't mind if Kevin Bacon does it. He would look good with the makeup, in my opinion. But if you're not going to get an actor like Kevin Bacon that can do it, and most likely should do it, then just make a Freddy mask, man. Just honestly make a skeleton Freddy mask, skull Freddy mask, and then put the freaking fedora hat on it. It will actually look pretty badass. Imagine half of this. Imagine half of this. Imagine this half right here is skin, and the rest is all skeleton and shit. Just for example, you could do so many creative stuff with that because it's still a burnt victim, right? So imagine like his skull is chipping away or something like that because it was burnt really bad. Stuff like that. Like details, guys. Details. You see, that's why when I point stuff out like that, people will be like, yo, it could be some creativities that come with this. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Instead of just shooting it down right away just because, oh, I don't like it. I understand that. You think I don't do that too? A lot of us do that shit, man. But sometimes we have to stand back a bit, calm down, and sometimes we might think again about it and we'll be like, you know what? All right, something like that. Sometimes that happens with us when we do like something, and then we look back at it and we're like, what the fuck was I thinking? So it happens to the best of us, my people. It happens to the best of us. But you know how some people on the internet are, why'd you change your mind? Oh, I can't change my mind? So I'm supposed to be a robot for you. Never change my mind. you know, it's stupid. It's really stupid. People can change their minds, you know? So going back, I'm just watching this video here. But going back to BlumHouse. Um this company, I've seen that's the thing. I pointed out to people that Blumhouse doesn't make good horror movies, but a lot of people always want to get a defense to them. And most people will be like, "Oh, you just don't like the way their horror movies are made." How to the fuck no? What horror movies have they been making that can fucking change the out algorithm of horror? They haven't. None of these new horror movies have changed nothing. That's the biggest problem I have with horror right now. It's not changing the game. It's not doing shit. All right, and I'm tired of these horror movies, quote unquote, that you want to be all realistic with. You know, like I'm not saying that's not a real thing that cannot become a movie. Of course, I just watched a movie with my mom called Fear. Have you heard about that movie? It's with hold on, look it up. I just saw that movie Fear, and that movie right there could literally be like real life. But that was a good ass movie. I'm talking about like movies like that when it goes balls to the wall, especially at the end. That's what I'm talking about, man. Embrace what you have. Embrace the even actors that you have. You know, like that's why I don't get. That's why I don't get with none of this shit. It came out in 1996. There's a 2023 remake. I think that's wrong. But yeah, 46% Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, it's the third popular movie on Netflix. Okay, so if you haven't watched this movie, it's basically about what is it? When a 16-year-old Nicole meets a 23-year-old David McCall, which is played by Mark Wahlberg at at a nightclub. She falls in love and shit just happens, man. At that point, I'll say that right now. So the acting was pretty good in my opinion. I thought everyone did phenomenal in this movie, and this movie bombed a 6.2 out of 10, which is IMDb. When you look at points out 6 point something out of 10, they could be a gamble. They could either be good or really bad. But this was actually pretty good. And it has again Rotten Tomatoes 46%. Really? Now I got to see the audience score because the critic score. Who gives a fuck about the critic score? Um, if the audience gave it a bad score, then damn. Nope, 63% audience score, meaning that people enjoyed it. Some people probably didn't like it, but some people actually enjoyed it. And yes, it is a thriller. It's a mystery thriller. But that can go straight to horror too if you really think about it, because something like what you see in that movie, it is scary. That's a type of horror right there. Maybe not exact horror, but it's still kind of scary. Stuff like that. I don't mind it at all. But when it comes to modern horror, if they did that now, it would have been lackluster and complete bullshit and dog shit. Look at the movie Firestarter, the remake. Me and my friend barely even fucking watched that movie. We turned that shit off and watched the original. We completely watched the whole thing of the original. Really good. I remember watching Firestarter when I was a kid. I just haven't watched it in a long, long time. But when the remake did came out, it was officially on stream. Basically, we watched a little bit of it, got bored, and we watched the original, and we watched the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't care if you are remaking a classic. It's just there's a problem when you have with modern horror shit. There's been remakes of other movies before. Look how many times they remade freaking I Am Legend. It just has different titles. They remade that movie like 3 or 4 times already, and supposedly we're going to get another one. That story has been told so many times, and there's a reason why they have told that story many times. Just some of you guys are not paying attention. It's kind of sad when they're showing you this a whole bunch of times, and no one's not trying to, and no, it's not clicking in people's brains of why they're showing this to us. It's like the Godzilla movies when they keep saying the Titans, 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 and people over here like, er, er, er. I'm over here like, dude, they're actually telling you something here, but you're not. You're looking at these movies for entertainment. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. But but yet you look at the movie Fear and you be like, yeah, that can happen in real life. What? Of course, but yet you won't say that with any of these other movies that you're watching. You know, Batman could be real. By the way, he could be real. You just need a lot of fucking goddamn money and be one of the richest persons in the world, which is probably only 13% of the population of this world. Only 13%. Imagine that. Only 13% of people in this world will have money like Bruce Wayne. Only 13%. That's not a lot. That is small. That's like 5 people that I can count on my hand, probably. That is crazy when you really think about it. So going back to BlumHouse, obviously I'm going back and forth and all that stuff, but it still needs to be said about these horror stuff, man. BlumHouse is just one of those horror companies. I'm sure they do other stuff besides horror, but to me, they're not good. They're not good. And maybe it's probably the whole disdain of them making the Halloween movies. Maybe it is that. Did Blumhouse did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one in 2023? Oh, did that come out in 2022? Hold on, let me look this up. I have my phone right here. Uh, Supposedly they're gonna make another Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, which, to be honest, I'm all for. I know some people miss, the grittiness and the harshness of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I'm over here like I'm just here to. It came out in 2022. I'm just here for a ride with Leatherface at this point. That's just me, man. That is just me. Um. Okay, so I guess it was just okay. Disputed by. Okay, I guess it was just in Netflix. Okay. Because I thought Blumhouse made it. Hold on. Let me go to Wikipedia real quick. Uh, Come on. I can't find it. Oh, Legendary Pictures. Okay, that makes sense. All right, never mind. So, hey, look at that though. If Blumhouse made that 2022 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, I guarantee we won't be talking about it today. The reason I'm talking about the 2022 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie is because I know some people hate it, but I had a fucking blast with that movie. I knew it was gonna be shit, but I had a fun time. And yes, they did the whole thing what you saw in the new Halloween movies, which they didn't have to do because the actress is dead. The one that was in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, she was in even Chainsaw 3D. You could have even done it in Chainsaw 3D, but you didn't. But she's dead, and for you to do that whole Laurie Strode thing, coming back and You know what they did with the new Halloween movies with BlumHouse? You didn't have to do that. Come on, Legendary. You didn't have to do that. You just did it just because Halloween did it. And now people look at you and now people look at that movie and be like, what's the point? I could just watch the Halloween movies. But I have told people that I'd rather watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 22 movie than watch these Halloween movies. And guess what? Some people actually agreed with me because they said it's actually more fun than these Halloween movies that Blumhouse has made. And I fucking agree. At least with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, it embraces the stupidness that it is. But with the Blumhouse Halloween movies, they're acting like they're fine wine while they're being stupid. I'm over here like, no, you can't insult my intelligence and then act like you're fucking Shakespeare. Go fuck yourself. I'm dead serious. Do I have to mention one scene when Michael's being a badass and all of a sudden the woman has a gun and then Michael just kicks the door and the woman goes like, shoots herself? When I was watching that with my friend, I literally told him, that shit right there insulted my intelligence. He looked at me like, he probably felt the same way. Because that shit is bullshit. That shit is bullshit. And yet, what's even worse, in a way, you kind of did it with a brother and a sister. I know sometimes we die in horror movies. You know, the color person always dies in horror movies. But damn man, you made it that bad. In some horror movies, the color person's usually the hero. Look at one of the first zombie movies, Night of the Living Dead, where we've had a first black actor in a horror movie. They want to do a romance plot between him and the main actress that was in the movie, Barbara, but Toby Hooper was just like, fuck that shit. I think it was Toby Hooper, right? Is it Toby Hooper? So I'm trying to remember these directors. Guys, I'm getting up there. I'm 30 years old, okay? Don't fucking kill me here. uh, let's see here. What was I talking about again? Oh man. Uh, moving on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So sorry about that, guys. But these movies, man, these movies could be so much better. Yes, these movies could be so much better. Of course, the 2022 Chainsaw Massacre movie could be a lot better, of course. But again, I had a blast with it. I had fun. The part where they go after Leatherface and they have that chainsaw too, and even Leatherface being a badass too. I don't know. I liked it. Um, I do agree with people when they say Leatherface should not be like Jason Voorhees. Hell, they even make Michael Myers like Jason Voorhees. I'm over here like, you guys want to make Friday the 13th movie so bad, but yet you're not gonna make a Friday the 13th movie. Yet you will take Leatherface and Michael Myers and you put that in there. What? What? Don't stop taking Leatherface and Michael and being like, oh, let's just make it like Jason Voorhees. And I'm like, if you want to make Jason Voorhees, then grab the character Jason Voorhees. I don't care if you have to go to New Line Cinema or Paramount. You, I'm pretty sure one of them will agree to have another movie for Jason Voorhees because we haven't had a Jason movie in a long time. And I know some people might argue, "Oh, we probably won't see a Freddy movie for a long time," but we can still get a freaking Friday 13th movie. There's supposed to be a TV show that was supposed to happen, but I don't think that never did happen. Never quite went through. I just hope that Blumhouse does not take this shit either. I don't want Blumhouse to make all these horse shit. Just because you made Michael Myers does not mean you can make fucking Freddy and Jason. What's next? You're gonna make a fucking remake of Chucky? Because that worked great for MGM. I can't wait for the sequel for the remake of Child's Play. Wait, where is it? You're right. It's nowhere to be fucking found. Because no one didn't watch that shit. I watched it. Well, okay. What more power to you? I didn't. I still to this day I have not watched Child's Play 2019. Still to this day I have not watched that remake. I watch so many remakes, but I refuse to watch that remake. Just call it something else. When was it? Megan came. When Megan came, that should have been the fucking Child's Play remake, but it wasn't. But it wasn't. But hey, better late than never, right? That we got that movie. And I don't mind if they do a sequel with her and they cross over with Chucky. I don't mind that. That would be pretty cool to see. That's just me because I've been dying for a fucking crossover with all these horror icons for fucking crying out loud, man. At this point, we have so many crossovers with other shit. You even tell me we can't do this with horror? The most fucking thing that we can't fucking do with horror? You mean to tell me we can't get somebody that we see in the Marvel universe that we can grab, or not grab from them in the Marvel universe, but I'm saying that you mean there's somebody not in the horror community that's like somebody in the Marvel community that can grab these characters and put them together and work with these companies and compromise with them. Kind of like what Steven Spielberg did with Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's why the movie even got made to begin with, because Steven Spielberg. Disney was going to drop the product because they couldn't fucking figure it out or get the rights to all these people. Of course, they got Warner Brothers because Warner Brothers and Disney are like this. They've been around since the beginning. But good luck getting it from MGM and Paramount. They're like, hell no, fuck you. They're going to think that you're going to take their characters. That's why when Steven Spielberg came in, calmed everyone down. And now look at Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's still looked upon as one of the best love letters to anybody's childhood if you grew up with those characters. It is. It's a love letter. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a sexy movie. Okay? It is. It's a sexy movie. And so is the book. The book is great. The book is good. It is good. I do need to finish it, but from what I've read from the book, it's just really fun. It's just really good. I love the differences between the book and the movie and everything like that. And if we ever do get another Who Framed Roger Rabbit movie, or maybe a remake of it, I could see kind of be a live action. I mean, technically the original was live action, but I'm talking about like live action, no animation and shit like that. I could see that, but it could be full on animation. I can definitely see that too. You know, so that's just me. Something that BlumHouse will not make is this. They will never make a movie like that. Hell no. And the thing is with BlumHouse, obviously they make a lot of money with horror movies, mainly because horror movies are actually not that hard to make. They're not that hard to make. They're the most cheapest things to do in Hollywood, man. Why do you think there's so many of them? Why do you think there's so many shark movies? Also, they're fucking cheap to make. You can literally spend a penny on making a horror movie, and you'll be good. You'll be good. Seriously, man. Seriously, I can make a horror movie right now and upload it on YouTube, and that will be it. You know, some people might. Some it depends what you make, obviously. But there you go. Other than that, I just never. Every time I think about Blumhouse, every time I look at their movies or even watch some of their movies, I see the same patterns. I see the same patterns with them. I do. I see the same patterns with them. And the thing is, too, I want to say this right now, too, with Blumhouse. This is what I've noticed from Blumhouse. You have old school actors doing horror stuff that are established. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You want to get established actors and all that stuff, that's fine. But when you have new actors that could become new horror faces, new horror screen queens and kings, you don't do that. You push them aside and you focus on the older person that already has the reputation of being a horror icon. So why not use that person and develop the other ones so you can have new horror faces so people can cheer for and care about and love. That is one of the biggest things that is missing in horror. Where is your mascots? Where are your faces? I've been pointing this out too a long time ago. We need a new horror icon. I recently watched not that long ago Thanksgiving. I was going to review it, but once I was going to review it, the Myers fan talked about it, so I was like, all right, I'm not going to steal his thunder or anything like that. I'll wait until I do. I'll wait for a bit for me to do my own video about it. I might just do it later on this month, probably, or by the end of the month. But I will do it soon. That movie, and that movie has moments. It's not good, but it is fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's not a good movie. For crying out loud, the first kill scene threw my friend's brother out of the fucking. He was just once he saw that first kill in that movie, he was like, "I'm done. I'm out of here." He left. He left. He left. Me, I was laughing my ass off. I was like, "Okay, movie. All right. If you're gonna be like this, then I'll stay. I'll stay. If you're gonna be like this, you know." And for what I've seen from that movie, because I watched it already, it's fine. It's good. But it's not the best. Obviously, it's not the best movie. And they technically already spoiled one of the best scenes in that movie, cooking somebody alive. You show that in the trailer. You could have just probably showed a glimpse of it of the trailer and then show the whole thing in the movie. What you saw in the trailer is what you saw in the movie. Another flaw with these new horror movies. And most people be like, isn't that like every movie now in general? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends what movie. It depends what movie. Because do not I want to say this too. There's a difference between looking at a teaser trailer and a trailer. But once you start watching TV spots, and then automatically you complain that you basically saw the whole movie when you saw it in theaters. No shit, you saw TV spots of it, you dumb motherfucker. Stop watching the TV spots because I stopped watching them a long time ago, and it was better for it. The first time I ever stopped watching TV spots is when I wanted to watch Thor Ragnarok, and that was years ago. That was the first time I was like, I'm done with the TV spots. And then I wanted to surprise myself when I saw the movie. And when I saw the movie, I had a great fucking time. And then when I said the reviews about it, people were like, it's a good movie, but it just got spoiled a lot with the TV spots. I'm like, yeah, it's your problem that you watched it, you fucking doofus. You're ruining your movie experience, you dumb piece of shit. Oh, but I got content. I have to make content. Yeah, make something else besides that, idiot. You can't think of any other content? Just talking about the same fucking shit? Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. Like I just don't get it. I don't get the stupidness, man. Seriously. That's why it reminds me that's why sometimes the stupidness stuff does remind me the way these horror companies are. You know? These horror companies, man, need to do a lot better. They haven't done jack shit in my opinion. And Jack left town. No. But yeah, they haven't done shit. These new horror stuff haven't done anything for me, man. I probably had fun with some of them. Like, was it Totally Killer? I had fun with that movie. I know some people hated it, but I had fun with it and I liked it. You know, what's the other horror-ish movies? Um, what's that? No One Will Save You. That one's a good one. Um, that one's a good one, despite how the ending is too. Even I was looking at the ending like, huh, okay, that's kind of weird, but okay, movie. I guess you're going to do that. Um, anything else? Anything else that I watched from any horror recently? Oh no, the most recent one that I watched of horror is literally Thanksgiving, and to be honest, the beginning of Thanksgiving could have been that. That's your horror movie right there. But that's another problem that I have too. Going back with what I said earlier, I hate modern horror that they just talk about regular shit that you see in the news. I'm over here like, yeah, I don't give a shit about that. Give me something. Give me some fantasy. Where's the fucking where's the pinheads of the ward? Where's the fucking what was it? Where's the Freddy Kruegers of the ward? Where's your Wishmasters of the ward? Like fucking for real, where are all these fucking characters? I'm not saying bring them back. I'm saying where are all these type of freaking villains in horror? What the fuck? I'm not saying you can't bring some of these old horror icons back, but we need new ones. New ones. New fucking horror icons, guys. You think the fucking horror mascot from Thanksgiving is gonna change shit? No, it's not. It's a good design. And I can see anyone that look at that design and be like, you know what? I keep that as my one of my top tens favorite horror designs of a horror character. And I wouldn't blame them. It's a good design. It just should have been in a better movie. And plus that part in that movie of Thanksgiving, when they're in the parade and everything like that, and the main villain is dressed as a clown and shit like that. Oh, good God. How come that wasn't in the trailer? Maybe it was, and I just didn't pay attention to it. All they did was just focus on that cooking someone alive. You know, that's what they pay attention to in the trailer. In the spiritual enlightenment way, though, that movie, man, that movie, that movie's showing some stuff that is just fucked up the way that these elites motherfuckers look, man. I'm dead serious. When I was watching that scene, I was just like, they just exposed everything of how they fucking walk, how they freaking eat people. Um, that again, going back, even when I point out the spiritual enlightenment stuff, and and this stuff is real, it happens in real life. It's still not as like it's horror and it's fucked up, yes, obviously. But when you see it in a movie, you always hear like, yeah, that's crazy, obviously. But where's the sizzle? Where's the spice? No point intended. But seriously, man, I want more. It's like, how would have done it? Easy. You poke holes on the bitch. You put her in the oven while she's fucking hurting and bleeding. There, you did it. Oh, technically he did that. He fucking stabbed her with a fucking with a pickaxe. Not a pickaxe, but with a pitchfork, basically. Oh, you're not wrong. He literally threw that at her. I was like, oh, if she could have died right there, and that would have been a good kill too. But again, going back, Thanksgiving has good kills. It has good kills. It has fun the way it is. It's not the best horror movie, but it has fun the way it's doing. It has good kills. I'm still happy that I watched it, but it's not going to change anything. Like I said, it's not going to move the needle. Some people might even tell me I should stop talking about, hey, these horror movies need to move the needle. It's like I get it, ChUCKY. You want it to happen, but it's not going to happen, my dude. And it's like, I know, but can it? Can we at least dream? Can we at least talk about it so it can actually probably manifest for it to happen? Can we at least get that? Because these horror movies are not, it's like these new video game movies, man. They're not doing it. They're not. Some of these fucking new products are not doing anything for anybody anymore, man. And BlumHouse is the center of all of it, in my opinion. Every time there's a horror movie, BlumHouse. It's and it's funny too, because sometimes when I see A24, I even go like, ugh, too. Mainly because I think about BlumHouse. And it's sad because I shouldn't. But the reason I do is because they use the same fucking fonts and effects, and I'm like, stop it. Stop. Why do you guys look the fucking same? Stop that shit, man. It's fucking stupid. Man, horror used to have, back then, when I was growing up, horror had different tilts, had different fucking art styles. Sometimes in the same franchise. Look at Nightmare on Elm Street 1 compared to Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Or look at Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3 and compare it to Freddy's Dead. Different fucking art styles as hell. Seriously. So different. And even if you don't want to point Freddy's Dead, you can point out Nightmare 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you look at all of them have their own unique art style, their own unique background, their own unique style. It might still have that font of like you feeling that you're in a nightmare movie, but that's good. Remember when we used to get that font of you actually feeling that you're in a Halloween movie or Friday the 13th movie? Man, another thing that's missing with horror, man. Where's your theme? Where's your fucking atmosphere? Where's your art style? Where is it? Where the fuck is it, you motherfucker? I want to see the movie. What was the movie Nope made from? Because that one's also good. That one's a good movie. I don't know if it's made from BlumHouse. It is horror sci-fi. Let's see. Okay, it's just from Jordan Peele. Okay, but wait. I still want to know if it is from BlumHouse. Just something real quick before I end this video. Just to check. No, it's from Universal Studios. Okay. Monkey Paw. Okay, Monkey Paw Productions. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. See, Monkey Paw is doing it right. Monkey Paw is doing it right. And the thing is too, though, the Jordan Peele movies, eh, eh. I don't. Again, I just pointed out that I like Nope, and I don't hate Nope, and I got no flaws with Nope. But the other ones that he made really doesn't scream me to watch them at all whatsoever. I'm sure they're good, but when I saw the beginning of Us, the opening to Us, I was just like, I just feel flated. Most people are like, the movie just started. I know, and I feel flated. How come I can? How come I can watch all these old horror movies and I don't feel flated in the beginning, even when I see the fucking opening? Most people are like, "Oh, that's just you, man. That's just you." It's the same thing with the Halloween movies, the modern ones. When they started opening the scenes and everything like that, I'm over here like I just felt flated. Remember the whole thing of him having the mask? Say it. I'm over here like, shut the fuck up before I walk out of this fucking movie theater. My God, you fucking idiot. No one didn't fucking look at that and thought it was a fucking stupid piece of shit fucking line. Someone thought it was a fucking piece of shit a moment that you should have fucking trimmed or cut. Oh, sorry. We didn't want to cut that because we had to save the part of also in the sequel, Evil Dies Tonight. Blumhouse should die tonight. How about that? How about that? I want that on a t-shirt. Blumhouse should die tonight. Cause that shit should not. I'm telling you this right now. The fact that no one is still not criticizing Blumhouse for that shit, or not making fun, not even criticizing them, making fun of them, trolling them. Are you kidding me? That could be advertisements on their own. Trolling Blumhouse, making T-shirts of Blumhouse dies tonight because it's an homage to the fucking stupid Halloween movie Evil Dies Tonight and shit like that. So It would make sense. I would make that shit. And I would make money, guarantee it. BlumHouse would be like, "Oh, that's offensive, motherfucker. It's not offensive. You just pissed off that you didn't thought about it first." Because you get hot T-shirts of that. You could have. That's what I'm saying, man. Take the opportunity, man. Take the opportunity. You guys don't take opportunities, and that's why you're not. And that's why you're not making trillions. You're making what? Millions and billions. Wow. Going back to the 13% of the richest people in the world are looking at you like, you will never be me. I'm having trillions while you have millions and billions. You will never be me. You might think you're me, but you're not. So that's how I feel with the whole BlumHouse situation. I know I talked about other stuff, but I just want to get some of those stuff out of my chest. Hey, if you like some of the BlumHouse movies or like all of them, more power to you. Me, this company needs, in my opinion, this company needs to reboot itself to the point that it needs to know what they want. And they need to know what sticks, and also technically they already found that out already. That's why their movies are lackluster for me. Because they found something that sticks and they're doing it, and I'm over here like, fuck off. Fuck off. Because what they're doing does not appeal to me whatsoever. I don't get the appeal of what BlumHouse has been doing at all. Whatsoever. I know some people look at it and I'm over here like, go ahead and watch it. I might watch it with you. But don't think I'm like, I will have fun if it's fun and everything like that, yes. But don't let me think, oh, it's not going to change my mind to BlumHouse to the point that, oh, I think it's one of the greatest studios that brought back modern horror or some shit like that. I'm never going to praise BlumHouse for that shit. Some people praise BlumHouse because they're like, the only good horror movies that are coming out is from BlumHouse. And I'm like, no, none of them are good, dude. All of them are shit. All of them are shit. You might get some decent horror movies now and then, or some watchable ones, but overall, overall, we haven't got anything that will establish new horror icons, new horror era, to the point that we have like a renaissance of horror. We're in that state of horror that everything's bleak and dry. Like that chicken. That chicken was dry. Real dry. If you know that reference, you deserve a fucking cookie. But it's true, man. It's been dry. It's been fucking dry. And it's not to say horror hasn't been through that before. Of course it has. Horror has been through that plenty of times. It has. But eventually it bounced back. Sometimes it bounced back faster than what we thought. But nowadays, man, the reason it hasn't bounced back is because people just want content for the sake of content, and it's sad. I feel like people just do things just to get paid, and that's just really sad. Yo, for real. Fucking for real. I don't know what to say at this point, man. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I made another video about Super Smash Brothers, but I was drunk as fuck, just ranting about how much people hated this game. And if you want to see that, let me know, because I still haven't uploaded yet. That video's old. Not old, but it's pretty old. It's probably from last month. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about BlumHouse and all these horror studios and stuff like that. You know, even there's even some studios that do horror, but they also do other things. Like obviously like you see Universal, New Line Cinema they like to, you know, branch, like to do stuff new and stuff like that. And that's fine. That's totally fine. It's just that know your roots, basically. Know your roots, embrace your roots, and love your roots. Love where you came from. Love that why you're the way that you are, or love why people see you the way that you are. You know? There's a reason why people look back at the Universal monster movies and they'll be like, they're still icons, they're still legends. It's funny. They could be remade anytime, but once Freddy and Jason gets rebooted, let's pick up a fucking pitchfork. Can't blame them. Can't blame them. But at the same time, you got to think to yourself too. Is this what it is though? Only the Universal monsters can be rebooted, but no other horror icon. You know, it's something that I've thought of, but not really deeply until today. But at the same time, it depends on the individual person. Um, it's just like I said before in other previous videos, there will be a new renaissance happening with gaming and wrestling and all that, and we all seeing that slowly but surely. We're seeing that. Don't be surprised if it happens with horror. All right, it's also happening in real life. We're actually going through a new renaissance in real life. That's why the planet's actually changing. And that's why these celebrities are fucking the freak out. Like these rich motherfuckers. They freaking the fuck out because they don't know what to do anymore. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do anymore. We will it's ever since 2024 has happened, people have gotten smarter, question a lot more, and literally think for themselves more. And not follow any of the bullshit that the media is saying. Or anyone is saying. Like celebrities and all that shit. Sounds like a blessing in disguise, in my opinion. You know? We're seeing all the bullshit from these people. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why we don't watch some of their shit. We just see bullshit and we don't watch it. Makes sense, right? Look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I just found out that that game bombed in Japan. It bombed harder than Final Fantasy 16. That is crazy. Square needs to change with Final Fantasy, man. They need to, but that's another video for another day. I'll see you guys later. Be safe. And tell me what you guys think down below.